With us now is Uri Barbash, the director of the new series, The Girl from Oslo. Uri, thank you so much for being with me. What do you hope viewers around the world, how do you hope they respond to this series? What are the big themes, the emotional arcs you want people to experience when they commit to this new series?
It's kind of a political thriller, but I would say I would like them to believe in human spirit, because the story is a very tough story about kidnapped, which is a dramatic explosion, which creates kind of a dramatic tsunami all over, with to the families, to the friends, to the lovers, to the decision makers nowhere in Israel. But eventually, the three key characters, Arik, the Israeli, Alex, the Norwegian woman, and Laila, the Palestinian woman, they succeed to find some kind of operational compromise, which I don't want to destroy the final dramatic climax of the series, but they do find a solution to this ordeal. So the most important thing, I think, is to believe deeply in the possibility of human spirit, which means peace in our region.
Uri, a lot of filmmakers, directors, they're worried about foreign language, content, how it will be received in America or, around the world. I believe there are 4 languages in total as part of The Girl from Oslo. Did you have any concerns about that? And are you happy to see that this is being reviewed well and is being is a success around the world, despite how many languages there are?
First of all, I must admit I am so surprised and so happy that The Girl from Oslo is such a success all over the world, in Europe, in Asia, in South America, in the USA, which is outrageous for me, because we are telling a Norwegian Israeli story, which most of it takes place here in the Middle East. And it's really a dream coming true. But the whole production, it's a wild challenge, because we have 5 planets. We were filming, there was a director who was directing in Norway. We were filming in Sinai, in Gaza, in Jerusalem, in war rooms, in private houses, in official offices. So many planets appear in the series. And then the 4 languages, which is Hebrew, Norwegian, English, and Arabic. And I think that it's a kind of, shall I say, Babylon Tower, you say?
Exactly, yes, the Babylon Tower.
Yeah, it's a kind of a Babylon Tower, but fortunately enough, we were not destroyed, but we somehow succeeded to touch the sky.
This
is because of those 4. It's not only languages, it's traditions, it's cultures, it's so many things that were gathering together in order to tell a story. And I think that's the core of the success of this series.
Or, as you mentioned, there were different production teams around the world working on different scenes for this show. How did you do that successfully, and what was the impact of the pandemic? I mean, and you had all of these shooting locations around the globe. How did the COVID situation impact the shooting and the pre and post production?
No doubt, all the production happened during last year, which is the main time of the COVID-19. And we had quite a lot of problems. We had to postpone shootings. We had to go in isolations at least 3 or 4 times. We had to change actors because we had, for example, an actor from the USA a big star from USA who wasn't allowed to come over to Israel. And it was quite a challenge. But as I told you before, this production was so challenged all over the place that it's somehow added more, I say, dramatic engine to the action.
Yeah.
Because we succeeded to get along aside to the COVID-19. And don't forget that many of the shooting days we were staying down in the Timna, south of Israel, Judah desert, which is a sort of isolated desert in south of Israel. And we were completely isolated, a group of people in front of the camera and behind of the camera, and we were completely isolated for weeks.
Yeah.
So it was good even relatively when you talk about COVID-19.
Well, an incredible series here. I know that you must be so thrilled and proud that this is making top 10 lists around the world, having an immediate and positive impact. So many people watching it all across the globe. Uri, thanks so much for being with us and talking about the making of this exciting miniseries. Great to have you.
Thank you very much.